I lost 2 video clips that I was supposed to start, or I'm now re-recording what this video was supposed to start with. I was at the MOT and the beamer, it did not pass. It was the left, I fixed the right suspension and that was alright, but the left suspension did not work. And I have to replace the left suspension and then I don't know the English terms, but 2 things in the front from both wheels. So it's going to have its service done on the 10th. It's going to see the doctor. I'm going to take the car to Sweden with me. We're going there on the 6th we leave, and it's a 4-day trip. We go Class A cabin to Stockholm, a day at Scandic Haymarket in a junior suite, and then it's back on a different Silly Line boat. There's 2 that go back and forth Stockholm. It's a different boat. It is a commander suite with a balcony. We've never had that, so that's what we're traveling back in. But yeah, now move to the regular programming and just a couple of clips from Kärkis. So, another day spent at the summer cottage, and I think this is the best light there is. Obviously I'm against the light, but still you get fancy pictures here of people, especially, and this light. And what do you call it? Did herring, muikku, for the first time in my life, and basically they were bigger ones. They were about that long, so I took the heads off and the guts out, rolled them in black pepper and salt and flour. We didn't have rye flour, but what do you know, it worked. And the funny thing is, our squeamish British kids ate them too. We've got everybody here. It's not everybody. My sisters are here. So it's Ilona, Raisa, Riina, and me. So there's 4 siblings here. The only one missing is Pate. He flew in from, I think, Azores. I don't know how that's said in English. So this is something I dislike with a passion, or not with a passion, but I think it's fairly rude, is these people over there. So that's considered a bit too close to the shore. Olisiko mitään idistä pysyä pois toisten tonttien edestä? Vähän sinne keskemmälle selkää. Oh, then rollers off. They promised never to return. But we'll see. It has been I think I've paced myself a bit more than last time. Oh, that was a bigger than normal fish. Maybe a pike. But yeah, the silence is wonderful here. And the sun is setting right there. In the previous bit, the sun was still visible. But I need to capture this one. It's looking so spectacular. So I think that's quite nice. And And there's families swimming and having a good time. I'm sitting on the opposite direction. If I pace myself, I'm fairly alright. But with all the uneven surfaces and when you need to kind of balance yourself a lot, it takes a lot more out of you than just in the city where everything is smooth. Here you kind of need to struggle a bit more. And then Rob, when they built our house there, he decided to put this gravel down that makes moving, you need to have flip-flops or something on, because otherwise you're walking on, it's pretty much impossible to walk barefoot, which was something that I used to do constantly. And now I send a link to kivituhka, stone ash. It's the byproduct when they crunch stones. So there's this very, how do I say, very fine stone dust, nearly dust. It's not sand, but it's a mixture of this. But they make roads out of it, and they make yards and stuff like that. I said, buy this. You can get a ton, 1,000 kilograms of that for €75, and they'll deliver it. So please get a bag of it here and spread it across the, what do you call it, the pathways, because now there's this gravel which is horrible. But yeah, the nasty thing, I can't do the sauna anymore. I don't like doing the lake. We don't have a pier here, so the bottom is very unstable. For me, it seems unstable, and then when it's cold and it's unstable, it's an unpleasant feeling. Maybe a pier would make it easier to go into the water. And then we were flying the drone up here. We went fairly high. But when you get, let's say, up to say 50, 60, 70 meters, you clearly see how the bottom is shaped. In all of this, it's fairly shallow for a long distance, but then at that end, it goes deep very fast. You can see it from the pictures when you're high enough, how the bottom is formed. I tried to get my sisters to fly. I think Rina did it for a minute, and Ilona was a bit more confident with it. She flew, but Raisa, she didn't have a go. The kids, they swam across the lake today, which was kind of it wasn't a feat, but it was something to do. And they had a boat there to secure that if they would tire out, then they would jump in the boat. None of them did. Some of them hang on to the boat for a minute and then continued. Here especially, I feel that, which is everywhere,